I hope my clearing of the throat doesn't go through there. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let me get rid of these icons. I've got running what I need to have running. So, um, I think I will start here today. There's the five Dougs, aka the five Kens. My five don't have any stitching, but they do have some weird black lines in there, I've noticed. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure why that is. Let me see if maybe that affects it. No, it does not. Wow. Why do I have black lines? That's interesting. I'm not sure why I have black lines. But then again, I am such a Doug, so chances are it's a confusion thing, or I don't know, a Doug thing. I don't know what I seriously I have no idea what the black lines are. And I see Tony Wallace's afternoon homie, and we're going to have a special guest coming in momentarily. Anyone care to guess who the special guest is? Thank you, Tony, for the audio video. I appreciate that. I don't have anything running other than YouTube Studio, my virtual green screen, and my blue background. So let us bring in another special guest. That special guest is going to be, I'm going to outdo Doug. Yes, we have a Doug competition going on. Now there's six of me. All right, let's get the nonsense over and get on to today's topic. Just got to go through here and shut some of these sources off. I think I want that one running. There we go. So, thank you all. Good morning, Jeff. Thank you for the compliment. I don't know so much it'll be a good stream or not, but we're going to try. So as you know, this is a daily Davinci, so I'll go ahead and fire up Davinci Resolve and get it going. Our good friend and buddy in Brainerd is not feeling too good still. We've been in touch with him by text messages. He's going to keep me updated, and hopefully things go well for him or better. So, yep, laconic. There were six of me. It's a kind of a inside joke between DB and I. So I fully expect to have seven Dougs one of these days. So I last night was requested to do something, and you guys saw yesterday I did this streaming to start out in DaVinci Resolve, and I'm just going to skim through it, go back over to the edit page, and I'll just bring the playhead to it. Gets here, it starts a transition, the slow motion, in and out. I kind of like that, but being me, I wanted to improve it. So what I did was I brought it over here and I redid it, and I'll just hit the play button, let it play through. Now I do need to shorten the time a little bit between where it starts and the transition. And I tried to tighten up the slow motion to stay on the axis of the uh, animation, if you will. And I entered it right like that. And then, of course, I put in a shameless plug for myself in case I ever decide I want to use this. So let's get on to something today. I'm going to close this by hitting close. And it should, and it did. It brought up I can start a new project. Well, I've got a project going already right here, and I was given permission to share this. And this is about the fifth copy of this. And if I play it by hitting the button, the space bar, then what happens is at some point in time, the flag does that right there. Well, okay. Last night I was just too tired to go in and try to figure out how to stop that. all that's done over here in Fusion. And I don't really want to get into Fusion just yet because Fusion is such a weird animal in itself that I could spend months on that for what little bit I know and understand. But all I did was I took the full picture and then I went in and I'm using an spline, which is this one right here. I could have used an ellipse and I could have used a polygon. Robert said he was okay with this. I'm going to keep working on it and see if I can get it better. But it's just one little thing right here that's causing all that. So again, I don't really want to get into Fusion just yet. Now, when you play this, of course, the flag covers it up. So I was thinking this morning, that's fine. It's an MP4. When I convert it to a JPEG, it looks okay. And that's, I believe that's what he wants. I don't think he wants an MP4. I believe he's going to want it to be in either JPEG, PNG, or whatever form. And as you can see, that is like that. So how I did that was, I have a program here called Shutter Encoder. It's free. And if you have a MP4, and I'll go find my MP4 over here. Going to my data drive, going to Davinci. I'll try to slow down, go into the projects, and I have a 20-year project, and as you can see, there's 5 of them, 2 of which I've converted. So we'll take this one here, which is an MP4, and we'll drag it off the screen, because I can literally just drag this into here, and it puts it in there. It's already set up to go to a JPEG. It's going to go right back to where it was, which is fine for now. So I click this, and in a matter of mere seconds, it's done. So I'm going to minimize this in case I decide I want to use it later today. And then, oops, I got the wrong one. Then I'll go in here and bring this back over. Then I'll go find JPEG, MP4, MP4, 5, number 4 JPEG, click on it, and there it is. This is another version of the date we were experimenting with. He hasn't gotten back with me yet on which one he likes, this one or the other one down here. And there's some other little modifications that are going to be made. So let's go back to Davinci. And I'm going to shut it down. I know it's kind of the roundabout way of doing it. It's just me, or one of the me's. I really enjoy the friendly bantering that DB and I have going on back and forth. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and start a new project. And I always change one thing, which is my frames per second. And I've never really tried one at 24. I learned to do it at 30, so I keep it at 30. That's the only thing I change. And I go over here to the media pool, and I just find some media, and it always defaults to my downloads. So what do we want to use today? Anyone got any suggestions? Let's use the car. See if the car comes through. Oh, seriously? The car didn't come through? Why didn't the car come through? Is that because it is a... Oh, it's a web feed. Okay. And yes, if Rick is watching this, you can use GoPro videos. I don't have a GoPro to experiment. I'll see if I can't get my hands on one. Do a short GoPro video and bring it in and go from there and work on it and let you know how that works. Geez, I really don't know where I want this to go this morning, so I'll just bring up this for now. Blackwatch says on this day a cease and disorder against the channel. Yeah, I've heard that about that Dudley guy. We'll bring this down into here. And then you can put it anywhere you want. But if you don't have the playhead over this, I do that all the time. If you don't have the playhead over it, you're not going to see it. You put it there, you're not going to see it. So you can make any changes you want here, but you're not going to see the changes because, okay, so I've highlighted, I got the red box around it. If I go in there and I rotate this like that, oh, geez, what's going on? Well, it's because I should have rotated. Why didn't it rotate? There we go. I seriously put that back? Huh. So I tend to do a lot of things with this app being over here because I tend to work on 4 or 5 things at one time. It's just easier for me to bring it over here and then add it back into the project, so to speak. So in chat, if you've got anything you would like to see me demonstrate, throw it out there in chat. I didn't really have a pretty good game plan for today. I have to admit that. I'm going to rotate this back to its normal by just hitting this button right here. Puts it back to where it was at. You can crop it. Forgot to mention that yesterday. You can crop it left. You can crop it right. You can crop the top. And you can crop the bottom. You can change what they call the softness of the crop. And again, just put it back to normal. You can zoom it. We learned that yesterday. So if I really was going to do a real project, I'd zoom this completely out. And I'm pretty sure I got to do this from here. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to put a keystroke at 0. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Too damn slow for me. At 1 second, I'm now going to bring my zoom, I guess about right there. Then I'm going to go another second. Bring the zoom a little bit bigger. Go another second. Actually, I'll go more. And we're going to do one more zoom. Now we're going to keyframe the X position and the Y position at 4 seconds. That will be that size and at that X. And we're going to go up to 8 seconds. And we're going to keyframe this over to here. We'll go another 4 seconds. Yeah, let's go 2 seconds. We make 2 changes. I'm going to bring the zoom down. And I'm just barely going to move this back to here. And I'm also going to take the Y to there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take this out to the end, since this is not going to go anywhere. There, I want it to disappear, maybe reappear. I don't know. It's just an experiment. And then I'm going to take it over there. And then I very quickly want it to go down there. And we'll see if that worked. I have no clue. So once again, my mouse froze up as you saw. I'll take this back. I'll hit the space bar. Zooms in. Kind of does what it's supposed to do. Goes back over there. Kind of does what it's supposed to do. I sure as heck didn't do... Well, yeah, I did too. I was hoping it would go further over here instead of right there, starting this downward trend. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, I think I can actually... So here's something that's pretty cool. I want to start this and stop it. If I wanted to add a keyframe to something different, I can go to these arrows right here, and I just discovered this, seriously. And I can say, let's go to the next keyframe. Takes me to the next keyframe. So now I want to do something really stupid and crazy, and I want to rotate this like this. I'm going to put a keyframe. I can go to the next keyframe. And then the next keyframe. Then I can bring this back to here. And I can go to the next keyframe. And I can change it this way. Keyframe that. Then I can go to the next keyframe. Uh-oh. Lost all my keyframes because I'm at the end. Okay, let's see what if anything that change has on this at all. So we'll hit the space bar to play. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. I wanted it to come out for... Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to go over here to the pitch keyframe, and I'm going to hit that back to there. I'm going to hit the yaw keyframe back to there, and then that should solve that problem. Space it, and it does. So I guess the lesson to learn here is when you're doing your keyframes initially, you probably want to do all the keyframes you want. Because if I had to keyframe this from the beginning, I think it would have done what I wanted it to. So let's test that real quick. Anybody know what time, how much time I've been? 17 minutes. Okay, cool. So let's go to Project Manager and let's close the I can't close it. Let's just open another one. It should prompt me, or should have prompted me. You know what? I know why I did that. Let's go to the Project Manager. Let's just go to Awkward Silence. Save the project. No, I don't want to save that one. I want to open this one. Believe it or not, it's quicker doing it this way than it is. Where's the doggone? Open that one. Project Manager. Where's Untitled at? I'm not seeing Untitled. This is crazy. So we'll do it the way I used to do it. Close it completely down. You guys can probably hear the ding of the phone. It means I'm getting text messages from someone. Usually a ding is the messenger, not a special ringtone, so it's not on the phone itself. I'll try to wrap this up real quick and just make real 3 keyframes. So we'll open up an unnamed, grab media. Use that one. Make sure I'm on the edit page. You saw it defaulted there. Bring this down, bring it over. So I'm going to keyframe everything I can think of. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this guy. I'm going to keyframe him at 0. Then I'm going to go about halfway through the clip, and I'm going to bring him back to here. Then I'm going to also, I'm just going to mess with the pitch and the yaw. I don't like the yaw really. It's not what I want. Then I'm going to keyframe both of those. And I'm going to go to the end. And I'm going to keyframe the yaw back to 0, but I want the pitch to be really funky like this. And that should be it. So now, if this worked, zooms out. Changes the angle. And he just disappears on me. Hi, Darren. So that's it. Hopefully Rick will get to feeling better and I'll be able to show him some of his, or show everyone, including Rick, his request. I'm still real basic on this. That's from Tony Wallow, and I'm not sure why it didn't ding, but I think it ding. I think it did ding a while ago. As I showed you guys yesterday, you got the effects tab, and this shows you what, if you hover over this, it shows as long as you got the hover over highlighted. Okay, this is going swing. Okay, so I gotta get out text. I gotta get into video generators, and because of where it's at, there's no effect. So if I bring this up, and I had another picture to go behind it, then that's what would happen. Generators. I don't know what the generators do. Apparently, let's bring it down here and see what the generator did. Oh, it puts a color behind it. I don't like that. So this is what the guy suggests you do. Just get in here and play. Oh, well, I don't like that at all. And it should go to that screen. Or not. So I don't like that. I'll get rid of that. Control Z, get rid of it. Effects. Shouldn't be able to do that because there's no other picture for it, but I do know I can add a DVE to this. I put the DVE in there, and as you see, it puts up here in this corner, and it puts a box around it, and then you can go into your cropping, and you can crop the picture itself, or you can go into, make sure I'm on the right place. Where's settings at? Okay. There we go. I can move the box. It's the same thing as a picture, except you're moving the box to whatever contains the picture. Simple, basic X and Y. You can spin it. Which I think this is my next one I want to do. I really want to, and I'm at 23 minutes, so I got to wrap this up. I really want to take something and see if I can spin it effectively like that. And at the same time as spinning it like that. At the same time, maybe spinning it like that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Don't think this will work, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see if this works. Oh, it did work. Wow. Maybe I've learned something. 3 Dougie night. So Tony Wallow, Jeff Ryman, Darren Gilholm, Black Watch, and his ever popular and famous comedy. Thank you for watching today. Hopefully I'll have some. I won't practice this, by the way, for tomorrow. I'll just do this tomorrow because that's what I think I want to do. I'll write myself a note. Yeah, really. It'll be interesting, Jeff, to see if I can spin 3 axes at one time. It really will. And again, I'll just go ahead and while that's running, you guys can't see this. I'll wait for the end credits to run, if you will. End credits. I'm surprised that worked. So I'm going to bring this back over here to my one. That's not it. Oh yeah, that is it. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill this. I'm not going to mess with it. I am going to do some Davinci stuff. I'm going to work on Robert's stuff today. but I'm not going to mess with that. Now, I'm not sure why that's over there. I did not move that. At least I don't think I moved that. So I'm going to put that back over there and put it up a little bit above my subscribe button. And I'm not going to do the blurb of... Thanks, guys. I'll see everybody tonight on the normal stream. Jeff, wait. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.